Praise the Lord, praise the Lord, praise the Lord. Bless his holy name. Glory to God. We are so thankful to God for this just another day that he has blessed us. Just another day that the Lord has kept us. And just another day that he has never left us alone. Amen. Like to say good evening to our internet audience. We bless the name of the Lord for you, amen. We are thankful to God for just one more day, amen. We don't never know whether it'll be our last time or not. This is Passion Week. This is the celebration for the church as we celebrate this Sunday, Jesus' triumphant entry into Jerusalem. All of this week, we are praising God for him as he goes through what he has to go through to get to the cross on Sunday, amen. And we just bless the name of the Lord for all of the things that the Lord has done for us, amen. If you're not glad and happy about what God has done for us, amen, there's something wrong with your religion. Amen. We're going to start tonight, amen, with hymn number 213. Jesus is all the world to me. Glory to God. Jesus is all the world to me. My life, my joy, my all. He is my strength from day to day. Without him I would fall. When I am sad, to him I go. No other one can cheer me so. When I am sad, he makes me glad. He's my friend. Jesus is all the world to me, my friend in trial sore. I go to him for blessings, he gives them more and more. He sends the sunshine and the rain. He sends the harvest, golden grain, sunshine and rain, harvest and grain. He's my friend. Amen, amen. Truly the Lord is our friend. Bless his holy name. We're going to know tonight by our scripture reading, Luke, the 23rd chapter, beginning at the 27th verse, where the word of God reads, and then followed him a great company of people and of women which also bewailed and lamented him. But Jesus, turning unto them, said, Daughters of Jerusalem, weep not for me, but weep for yourselves and for your children. For behold, the days are coming, in which they shall say, Blessed are the barren, and the wombs that never bare, and the paps which never gave suck. Then shall they begin to say to the mountains, Fall on us, and to the hills, cover us. For they do these things in a green tree. What shall be done in the dry? And there were also two other malefactors led with him to be put to death. And when they were come to the place which is called Calvary, there they crucified him, and the malefactors, one on the right and the other on the left. Then said Jesus, Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do. And they parted his raiment and cast lots. And the people stood beholding, and the rulers also with them derided him, saying, He saved others, let him save himself, if he be the Christ, the chosen of God. And the soldiers also mocked him, coming to him and offering him vinegar, and saying, If thou be the king of the Jews, save thyself. And a subscription also was written over him in letters of Greek and Latin and Hebrew. This is the King of the Jews. I have read you 11 verses of 23rd chapter, Gospel of Luke. May the Lord add a blessing to the reading, the hearing, and the doers of his holy word. Amen. Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we bless your name today. We come this evening, Lord God, with bowed down heads and humble hearts, Lord, just to give your name the glory, honor, and the praise. Lord, we bless your name on tonight, Lord, because you're worthy to be praised, Lord. We realize you are such an awesome God, and there is none like you in all of the earth, Lord God. We come glorifying you and lifting up your holy name, Lord, and magnifying you because, Lord, you're worthy of our praise today. Oh God, we come this evening, Lord God, as we come to worship you just another day that you blessed us, kept us, and never left us alone. Lord, we submit ourselves unto you, Lord, and ask that you would have your way in our lives, Lord God. Let the Holy Spirit fall fresh on us tonight, Lord God, as we study your word, Lord God, and as we worship you just one more time. Oh God, we pray this evening, Lord God, for your peace, for your grace, Lord. We pray for your forgiveness of our sins, Lord. And we ask right now in the name of Jesus, as we humbly bow, oh God, that you would just have mercy upon us in the name of Jesus. Oh God, we pray for this church family, both individually and collectively, Lord. We ask that you would just have your way, Lord God. Let your purpose manifest itself in our lives and help us to give you the glory out of our lives. In the name of Jesus, we pray for those that will watch us tonight by way of internet, Lord. We ask that you would bless their lives, and as the word goes forth, Lord, we pray that they might receive knowledge and revelation, knowledge and understanding from your word, Lord God. We pray for this world that we are living in, Lord God. You know all about it, and you know all the things that are going on, Lord. And we know that you are the only one, Lord God, that is in control, Lord, and that you can do anything but fail. So right now, Lord, as we prepare our hearts to study your word again, Lord, we pray that you open up the eyes of our understanding on tonight, that we might receive life from your word. Lord, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer, Lord. And we thank you tonight for everything you've done for us. We thank you, oh God, for what you're doing right now. Most of all, we thank you, Lord, for the things we're expecting from you, because we realize you're a miracle working God. And we give your name the glory, the honor, and the praise. And it is in Jesus' name that I ask it all. In Jesus' name I do pray. Say amen. Glory to God. We are just thankful to God for his manifold blessings on tonight. And we bless his name for him bringing us from Sunday until today, because it was only God that has kept us and blessed us to be able to come out to the house of prayer just one more time as we come to study his word. As old preacher said, Sunday evening show how popular the preaching is, but Wednesday show how popular the Lord is. Because only people who want to know the Lord better and people who want to know the word better will show up on Wednesday evening to be able to learn more about God's word and hopefully learn more about God's purpose for their life. We continue on in our study of the book of Genesis. On last week, we dealt with the book of the 11th chapter of the book of Genesis, and we talked about the Tower of Babel. And one thing I wanted to reiterate is what we started out with, how Thomas Kempis, in his book called On the Imitation of Christ, said this. He said, man does what he can, but God does what he will. And he said that Solomon put it best in Psalms 19:21. He said, there are many plans in a man's heart, nevertheless, the Lord's counsel. That's what's going to stand. And we see here in the story about the Tower of Babel, where after Noah has come, has gotten out of the ship after the flood, and God has made his covenant with him, and he has caused Noah and his sons to procreate so that they can fill the world again. And we see when Noah becomes a farmer and gets drunk and gets naked, and his son looks upon his nakedness and ridicules his father to his brothers. And because of it, his son gets a curse put upon him. And here we are, as they are supposed to be filling the earth, but they decided that they're going to build a city. And the reason they wanted to build a city was they said, let us make a name for ourselves. And that's always dangerous when you want to make a name for yourself for the wrong reason. Amen. Or really, you want to bless God. God will make a name for you, because we'll see how in the Tower of Babel they were trying to make a name for themselves. But we're going to see on tonight how God will make your name great if you'll just obey and trust him. And we talk about the rebellion that we see from them in the Tower of Babel on last week, because they were supposed to be filling the earth, but they decided to stop and build this city. And not only build the city, but they said, let us build a tower up to heaven. And the reason they wanted to build a tower up to heaven, because there was still, even now, as they have, God has killed everything, all the idol worship, all the corruption. He's killed all of that, but you do know that DNA is always passed on. Corruption is always passed on. Your children, even though they may have never seen you do some of the stuff that you did wrong when you was out in the street, are destined to repeat it. Not because they saw you do it, but because it's in your DNA. And I found that to be kind of depressing, because I don't see my son not only not do the stuff that I did when I was out in the world, but I have to experience some of the hardships that I had to experience when I was out in the world because of the things that I did. And so we see here, as they go to build the Tower of Babel, it's really a rebellion against God, because they're not doing what God has told them to do, and they're not moving to fill the whole earth up. They want to stop and accomplish something for themselves. And selfishness will always go against the grain if you call yourself being a child of God. You can't be selfish and be a child of God. What if God was selfish? What if God withheld his air from us, withheld the sunshine from us, and withheld the rain from us, and then give us the things that we needed? What if God had a selfish heart like we have sometimes? And it's innate in our nature, because we were born in sin and shapen in iniquity, amen. So it's innate in our nature for self-preservation and to be selfish to a certain extent. A selfishness, just like any other sin, can go too far. It can go way too far. And so that's what this rebellion did when they decided that they would build this town and build this city and build this tower. And the reason they wanted to build the tower up to heaven, because they worship idols, and they felt like they built the tower up to heaven, that the gods that they worship would come down and show themselves to them, not realizing that there was only one God only one true God. And so the Bible says that God came down to see what they were doing. And said, the people are one. There is nothing that will be withheld from them because they are one. They all speaking the same. The Apostle Paul said in the first chapter of the book of 1 Corinthians that we ought to all say the same thing. In other words, we ought to all be on one accord when it comes to Jesus Christ, Him being our Lord and Savior, Him crucified, rose from the dead for our redemption. These people were all one when it came to building this city, building this tower. They knew how to do it. They were making brick. They were using tar or mortar, and they were building with one another. Everybody had their job. Everybody knew what they were supposed to be doing. They were of one accord. They were core. They were unified. And God said, if I don't stop this, there is nothing that can be withheld from them because they are one. And that led me to speak last week about how it is in our communities that if we would become one, we could accomplish a whole lot of things. Uh, we don't need anybody to come and save us. We don't need anybody to come and do for us what we can do for ourselves. HBCUs were built with people who had nickels, dimes, and quarters. Great institutions of higher education were built with people with one mindset that since they won't let us use their schools, we'll build our own schools where we can educate ourselves. And because of that, we have HBCUs now, historically black colleges, because that was the only way that you could get a higher education if you were black, was to go to an HBCU. There were exceptions to that. Of course, there's always exceptions, but they put their nickels, dimes, and quarters together, bought land, and started these schools. And if they could do that with nickels, dimes, and quarters, and now here today we have millionaires and CEOs of corporations, people that have graduated from these institutions of higher learning that are well off and doing good for themselves, that won't come together and do what it takes to make their own community that they grow up in flourish and be what they could be. No longer are there stores in our communities, and no longer are there as many black-owned businesses as there used to be in our communities. There used to be, you got your barber, you got your hairdressers, you got your mechanics, you got your carpenter. All of that was in the community that I grew up in. Most of the men in the community that I grew up in were fathers that took care of their family. They went to work every day and did what they had to do to take care of their family. If they had to work 2 or 3 jobs, they did that to take care of their families. And the community was a one mindset. This is the community that I grew up over Homewood called Rosedale. It was a one mindset. This is our community. We'll take care of our community. We won't let anything happen to none of the people in our community because we can do something about it. Those that had not, those that had made sure that they had enough to survive off of. It wasn't no such thing as children going hungry in your neighborhood or nothing like that. If the grown folks didn't get fed, the children was going to get fed because this was our community. We had a mindset that we took care of our home. That's the mindset that they had about building this city and building this tower, that they could do what they wanted to do because everybody was one. Everybody had the same mindset. And God had to stop it because they didn't have they were doing a great thing, but they weren't doing it for the right reason. They were doing it to give God glory. They were doing it to make a name for themselves. And God, what he did was he confounded their language. Well, now they can't work together because they can't understand one another. Now they can't work together because they're not one anymore. So I can't tell you what to do because you don't understand what I'm talking about. Okay. I can't get the job done because we can't communicate with one another. That's why you have to have a relationship with God, not religion, not church membership, but you have to have a relationship with God. You have to read the Bible for yourself, and you have to rely on the move of the Holy Ghost in your life so that you can accomplish the purpose of God in your life. If all you got is religion and coming to church on Sunday, that's a sad indictment on you. You need to have a real relationship with the true and the living God. But we started on the genealogies that they talk about in this same 11th chapter. After God confounded their language, it goes back to Shem and how Shem was 100 years old when he had Arphaxad. And it was 2 years after the flood, and after he had Arphaxad, he lived 600 years and had other sons and daughters. And so it gives the lineage of Shem. Now, in chapter 5, the genealogy goes from Adam to Noah and goes from Noah's son, Shem, in chapter 11, down to Terah and his son, Abraham. Both lists have 10 generations. But what's different in chapter 11 from the genealogy in chapter 5, for one thing, it doesn't contain the repeat phrase, and he died. In chapter 5, all of them died. In chapter 11, it just talks about their children and how old they became. And so it goes from people dying to life. And not only that, the people named in chapter 11 didn't live as long as the men named in chapter 5. Noah lived 950 years, but when it gets down to Nahor, who is Terah's father and Abram's grandfather, Terah only lived 148 years. So you went from folks living 950 years to living 148 years. So sin is taking its toll on the human body. And the important thing about genealogy is that it records the faithfulness of God in watching over his people and fulfilling his promise. These names might not mean much to us, but God uses them as a bridge from the appointment of Shem to the call of Abraham. Because God has designed to use people to help accomplish his will on earth. Because people are fragile and not always obedient. But the bridge was built and the covenant promise was sustained. And here, let's go to chapter 11, verse 27 to 32. Says, now, these are the generations of Terah. Terah begot Abram, Nahor, and Haran. And Haran begot Lot. And Haran died before his father Terah in the land of his nativity, in Ur of the Chaldees. And Abram and Nahor took them wives, and the name of Abram's wife was Sarai, and the name of Nahor's wife was Milcah, and the daughter of Haran, the father of Milcah, and the father of Iscah. But Sarah was barren, she had no child. And Terah took Abram his son, and Lot, the son of Haran, his son's son, and Sarai, his daughter-in-law, his son Abram's wife, and they went forth with him from Ur of the Chaldees to go into the land of Canaan. And they came to Haran and dwelt there. And the days of Terah were 205 years, and Terah died in Haran. See, Terah actually was supposed to be going to the land of Canaan with his family, but he stopped in Haran. And it's no telling how many people have stopped in the middle of walking out their purpose that God has for their life. There's so many times that we don't let God fulfill the purpose in His life because we get to a place and we feel like we have arrived and it's okay where we are right now. And God has so much more planned for you. And God has to do what He had initially planned to do through Abraham, because Terah did not continue to go where God was sending him, which was to the land of Canaan, which Noah had already prophesied against his son Ham, who is the father of the Canaanites, that he would have to serve his brother. And that curse or prophecy, whichever one you want to call it, was pretty much wrote in stone when Noah said it. And so Terah did not complete what God had told him to do. And like I said, a lot of people fall short of purpose because they get satisfied in a place. They get to a place where they feel like, okay, I'm good. I got a lot of stuff. I've accomplished a lot of things. And so I'm fine with where I'm at right now. But you can't be fine with where you are when God has more purpose for your life than you set before Him, or that you have accomplished thus far. See, the Bible says that He sets before us life and death. I'm trying to find this little picture that I have that deals with how people can get to a point and give up, and what they were actually trying to achieve was right there before them. It shows a man in a tunnel, digging a tunnel, and it's saying to never give up. He digs one section of tunnel, then he digs another section of tunnel, then he digs another section of tunnel, and then he gets to a place to where he said, I done went far enough, and he's getting ready to quit. But he's only this far away. If he ain't even got to dig a whole day. If he just take a couple more swings with the pick, he'll get to the place to where the treasure was that he was digging for all of that time. And that's how things happen a lot of times. We'd be right there at the point of God's purpose, just like Terah died in Haran. He was right there at the point of going over into Canaan and walking over into the promises of God, and he stopped short of what God's purpose was for his life. And the story ends with how he died over in that land. And regardless of that, God is going to start a nation. In chapter 12, in chapter 1 through 11, we see the creation, we see the fall, we see the flood, and we see the judgment at Babel. But from chapter 12 to chapter 50 is the record of the lives of four key men: Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph. And 5 people stand out in these paragraphs from verse 27 to 32. Abraham, his wife Sarah, Terah, Abraham's father, and Nahor, and Haran, Abraham's brother. Haran died and left his son Lot behind. And it was God's purpose to call a man and his wife, and from them to build a family. And from that family, he would build a nation. And from that nation, God would bless all the nations of the earth. All of it was God's grace. All of it was good. From the flood to now he choosing Abraham, Abram and Sarah. All of it was God's grace. They still belong to a family that worshiped idols. Ur of the Chaldeans, they were idol worshipers. Matter of fact, Abram's profession was making idols. Abram was good in Haran making idols. He had a good business going. He was financially stable in Haran, making idols, taking up his father's profession and making idols in Ur of the Chaldeans, in Haran. But that was what God had for him. And sometimes we can get to a place where we be content with what's going on, but that ain't what God got for us. See, you have to be just like he told the children of Israel when they were getting ready, when Moses was getting ready to deliver them out of Egypt. He told them, pack light, tie your shoes tight, and be ready to move. And on this Christian journey, sometimes you got to pack light, tie your shoes tight, and be ready to move. You got to be ready to move with the Spirit of God. You got to be ready to go where God calls you to go. You got to be ready to do what God is telling you to do. It's a terrible thing for God to move and you not be in pocket. Okay? I don't know whether anybody ever felt like that before. Anybody ever been in that position before? Where I asked God to do something. God moved, and I wasn't in my place where I was supposed to be. And because I wasn't in my place, what should have happened didn't happen. And then everybody looking at me like, why you didn't do what you said you was going to do? Because I let circumstances cloud my judgment. I let people stand in the way of something God told me he was going to do. And I ain't the only one that's ever happened to. It happens to a whole lot of people, a whole lot of Christians that are on this Christian journey for the Lord, amen. And they'll let circumstances, they'll let situations, they'll let people stop God's purpose in their lives when God has already told you what he's going to do. But here it is, God appeared to Abram in his glory. Now, the Bible don't explain how he appeared to him, but it just says he appeared to him in his glory. And so the remarkable thing about God calling Abram and Sarah was that they were childless. And he told them, I'm going to make a great nation out of you. Abraham was 75 years old when God appeared to him. Sarah was around about 65 years old. Now, in today's language, they were way too old to be having children. Even to themselves, they knew that they were kind of past the time of having children, according to his grandfather, because his grandfather was 148 when he died. He had his father when he was 19 years old. And he only lived to 148. So here it is. At their age, God still appears to them and calls them. And there's a big contrast between Abram and the people at the Tower of Babel. A commentator says There's quite a contrast between man's way at Babel and God's ways in calling Abraham and Sarah. The world depends on large numbers of powerful people in order to accomplish things. But God chose two weak people to start a new nation. The people of Babel wanted to make a name for themselves, but God promised to make Abraham's name great. The workers at Babel followed the wisdom of this world, but Abraham and Sarah trusted the word of God. Babel was built by the energy of the flesh and the motivation of pride, but the nation of Israel was built by the grace and power of God, and in spite of human weakness. We live in a confused world, and Babel is still with us, but God still has his faithful remnant that follows him by faith and keeps their eyes on the heavenly city. And the commentator, are you a part of that remnant? And when I see that, and see is kind of like when the Apostle Paul in the 12th chapter, I think it is, of 2 Corinthians, where he talks about the thorn in his side and how God told him, my grace is sufficient for thee because my strength is made perfect in your weakness. God doesn't need us to be strong. He doesn't need us to be perfect. He doesn't need us to be a perfect specimen of a man or a woman. He just needs us to be obedient and available. That's all.
Well, simply put, God doesn't need us at all.
No, he doesn't. You're right.
That's our mind. That's what we need to really He doesn't need us at all.
You're right about that. He does not need us at all. But he chooses to use us to get glory out of our lives. And thank God for that, because if it was not for that, where would we be? It's a blessing to know that God does not have a problem using us, and does not have a problem taking us and making us and molding us into what he wants us to be. Salvation comes because God calls in grace, and sinners respond by faith. God called Abraham out of idolatry when he was in the Ur of the Chaldees, a city devoted to Nannar, the moon god. Abraham did not know the true God and had done nothing to deserve knowing him, but God graciously called him, told him, just like he told the disciples in John 15 and 16, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. Let us go to chapter 12, read verses 1 through 9. It says, and now the Lord has said unto Abram, get thee out of thy country, and from thy kindred, and from thy father's house, unto a land that I will show thee. And I will make of thee a great nation, and I will bless thee, and make thy name great, and thou shalt be a blessing. And I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curses thee. And in thee shall all families of the earth be blessed. So Abram departed as the Lord had spoken unto him, and Lot went with him. And Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. And Abram took Sarai his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran. And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of Canaan they came. And Abram passed through the land unto the place of Shechem, unto the plain of Morah, and the Canaanite was then in the land. And the Lord appeared unto Abram and said, unto thy seed will I give this land, and there builded he an altar unto the Lord who appeared unto him. And he moved from thence to a mountain on the east of Bethel, and pitched his tent. having Bethel on the west and Hai on the east. And there he built an altar unto the Lord and called upon the name of the Lord. And Abram journeyed going on still toward the south. So here it is, Abraham or Abram is moving by faith. All God told him was, get thee out of thy country and away from thy kindred and out of thy father's house and go to a place that I will show you. Now, that's a mighty big, how can I put it? That's a tall order. I'm okay, God, you telling me to leave home. Okay, but you ain't told me where I'm going. You just said I'm gonna show you. Okay. Now, a lot of folks would have a problem with that because they have not grown to the level of trusting God like that. So they'll go so far, just like Aram did. He went so far. But Abram, he said, get out your father's house, get away from your kinfolk, get out of this country that you're in, that you made a home in, and go where I'm going to show you. He said, if you'll be obedient, if you'll do what I'm asking you to do, first of all, I'm going to make of thee a great nation. Okay? Now that's the second problem. First, you told me to go somewhere, but you ain't telling me where I'm going to go. Then you say you're going to make a nation out of me and I ain't got no church. Yeah.
Even bigger problem is you're telling me to leave a lucrative business.
Exactly.
A lucrative business.
A lucrative business.
At my age that I had built up.
They said to die.
And you tell me to leave all of this to go somewhere that I've never even heard of and follow the God. Now watch this.
That I just now know.
And I'm just started. So now I'm following a God that I got to get to know.
Yes.
So that's a big,
It's a big
something. Yeah, you better believe it. Because we're not apt to just jump up and explore the unknown. So this is indicative of his faith. Because everyone wants to have a plan laid out. And
like I said, he's hearing about God, hearing from God the first time because he's in a place of people that have turned away from God and that are worshiping idol God. It brings me to this new millennium. I was reading an article today about a young lady who was an R&B performer who is so mad with church that she said she ain't never going back to church no more. She ain't gonna never pay no tithe no more. She don't want to hear no preaching no more. But she loved God and she got a relationship with God. But she through with church. Well, how can you be through with church and love God that much and disobey what He asked you to do? Okay, church is part of worshiping God. Church is part of what God asked you to do. He said, don't forsake the assembly of yourself, which is the manner of some. How you serving God and you ain't fellowshipping with the saints of God? How you serving God and you ain't doing nothing for nobody else? You're in a selfish place where you ain't got nothing for nobody but yourself. And you can't love God that much. And you put out with people.
Let's try this. You heard the same words from Jeremiah.
Exactly.
He said, I'm not going to say anything else about it. He said, listen, every time I open my mouth, I'm getting in trouble.
I get sorry in that
This is the hallmark, if you will, of one who's truly serving God. Jeremiah said, when I try to do this, he said, it was like a fire shut in our bones. So now, if this individual truly loved God and had we all get disappointed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. she won't stay.
I feel like it was really.
No, what I'm saying is that if she's truly serving God, we've all come to that point where I just forget it. But when you truly serving God, it would be just like Jeremiah. He said, I tried to, I wanted to. I didn't want to make mention of his name anymore, but it was like a fire shut in my mouth. When you truly know God, it's like I say, you'll stay what you want to stay.
I've been disappointed in people, but since I started this journey, going back on what God called me to do has never even been an option.
And then I understand your point, but you have to understand, there's biblical evidence of it. You haven't done it yet. There are a lot of things you haven't done yet. There are a lot of things you haven't experienced yet. Don't put the cart before the horse. You're still breathing.
Oh yeah.
All right. Don't put the cart before the horse. You still look. You still walking around and free. Don't put the cart before the horse. You still got people in your life you love.
Disappointment comes to everybody. Disappointment. Look, God said, you're going to have trials. You're going to have offenses. That's what he said. Offenses will come, but woe unto those that bring them. He said that. He wanted you to know. Number one, first of all, you ain't experiencing nothing I didn't experience. Because I was down here and I dealt with the same fools that you did with. Okay? So know it's coming. You're going to suffer persecution. If you live God in Christ Jesus, you're going to suffer persecution. Those things are going to come. But the strength you need to have is know that I've already won the victory for you. And we can walk in that strength and we can stand on his word when it comes to the fact that he said, not only has he won the victory, he said nothing can separate us from his love and that he be with us to the end of the earth. And those things need to come to mind when we get depressed and when we get discouraged. And when trials come in our life, those are the things that we have to bring to mind that we can be able to stand on because of what God has said and what he's already done. And, but like I say here, Abraham is just not getting to know this stuff. He ain't got that much experience with it. But he's still walking by faith and doing what God has called him to do. And like I said, he told him to leave his home, go away from showing. He's going to make a great nation out of him. Then he said he's going to make his name great. And that he was going to be a blessing. God does not promise his name. And I look at it from the standpoint of knowing where you started and seeing where God has brought you to. And understanding that only God can make your name. See, God can make your name great. And it ain't even about anything you did. Okay? He can make your name great without you. Okay? I just look at the influence that I have and some of the people that I have influence with. It ain't nothing I did. But just be me. And God have favor on my life and gave me access to people in places that can do things that I'm not able to necessarily do, but I got access to them so I can get it done. So if other people's eyesight, it made me look like a rock star per se. But it ain't about me. It's just about the favor that God has given me and the ability to help other people. Because that's what it's all about. It's about me serving God. So if I'm serving God, I got to be serving somebody. Okay? If I ain't serving nobody, I'm not really serving God.
It's what you stand for, it's who you are, okay, who you serve. All right, that's how your name. In other words, your name is nothing. Because think about this for a minute. He said, I will make your name great. Not you.
Exactly.
I will. Now, what does that mean? That means you got to bring attention to me.
Exactly.
If you bring attention to me, he said, I'll exalt you.
I'll exalt you.
All right. That's how it works. Too many people get it twisted. God gonna elevate me, and I mean, all about me,
Well,
but you saw what happened to the tower.
It's all about. They tried to make their
That's
name
what Eric
great,
Cave.
and God brought them back.
God had already made them great. Look at what He had done for them.
Yes.
He took them from nothing and made them
A great people.
right. He had already done it. So the problem was, as in case two
It
of
wasn't enough. It wasn't enough for them.
Watch this. God's gonna do more because let me tell Abraham. Look, I'm telling you even further than this. It was already prophesied with Ham when he sinned and Canaan. It was still
Like I said, he didn't speak about Ham. He spoke about his son.
like anyone else. They want to go and look. I got it now. I know a few Bible verses. I come to Sunday school. I teach Sunday school. All of a sudden now I'm this. You see what I'm getting at? And God, you know what? That's sad. Like I said, sad.
It's a sad conversation.
You see what I'm saying?
Miles Monroe said this: you are doing yourself a disservice when you don't try to pour yourself into somebody else and pour what God has given unto you to somebody else. Just like He was telling Abraham, He was going to make him a great nation and a blessing. And that's what Abraham became. And in order to do that, you have to be willing to pour yourself out into other people. You have to mentor other people. You have to show people the way. You have to take time with folks. You have to bless people, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, even when you feel like you're going farther than you want to go. But that's when God makes your name great, when you're willing to serve Him His way, not your way, but His way. And He said, and I will bless them that bless thee, and curse him that curse thee. And in thee shall all the families of the earth be blessed. And see the fourth verse begins by, so Abram departed as the Lord had spoken unto him. Now he ain't asked Lot to go, but it said Lot went with it. Lot said something to go down. I'll be a part of this right here. Because a lot of times people can see when God is getting ready to bless you or when God is blessing you and they want to get on that bandwagon. Okay. They don't want to get left out. Abram was 75 years old when he departed out of Haran. He took Sarah, his wife, and Lot, his brother's son, all their substance that they had gathered, and the souls that they had gotten in Haran. And they went forth to go into the land of Canaan, and into the land of Canaan they came. So Abraham went broke when he left Haran. It said that he gathered all his substance. His substance means that he gathered all his money, all his possessions. Then, not only that, he gathered all his servants that he had in Haran. Like I said, Abraham wasn't told when God called him. And God called you when you're already busy. He called you when you're already established. God called you when you are already in a place where you think that you have arrived. He wants to be able to use you so that as you're blessed, you'll see the need to bless others who you come in contact with. And so that's what Abraham goes. It's like Star Trek, where no man has ever known. He goes exactly where God tells him to go. And you know, I used this illustration before, how faith is just like God telling you to walk over that cliff. Now you know when you walk over that cliff, you're gonna fall. One or two things gonna happen. If God told you to walk over that cliff, He's gonna catch you when you fall, or He's gonna teach you how to fly. That's all. Them the only two options that they are. He gonna catch you when you fall, or he gonna teach you how to fly. But are you courageous enough? Do you have enough faith to do what God tells you to do? I'm gonna end with that right there. That's our time. And we'll pick back up on next week. We're looking forward to Friday, to Good Friday community service that we have here at Lee's Chapel Church in Houston. Looking for a great fellowship to attend on Good Friday. Lee's Chapel, we have community service between our church and the other churches that are here in the Brookside community. It is a beautiful thing because we're the only African American church in this area. The other churches in this area are Caucasian, but we thank God that we love each other. We love each other enough that we can fellowship with each other and come together with one another on one accord. For these 15 years I've been in this community as a minister, I have really loved this fellowship because it's just like what we're going to look like when we go to heaven. And also on Sunday morning at Mount Hebron Baptist Church, we will have sunrise service at 6 o'clock on Sunday morning. Those of you that grew up with sunrise service, you already know what it is. Those of you that have never been to a sunrise service, you really enjoy it. If you came, you can come and get early morning Easter service and eat breakfast and go home if you want to. Praise the Lord. So God bless you on tonight. We thank God for all of those that have watched this on we have been there on tonight and those that will watch the stream later on. We thank God for you. We invite you to come and worship with us here at East South Baptist Church. We're located at 429 Main Street in Brookside, Alabama. That's the Brookside, Birmingham, Alabama area. If you have in this area, we invite you to come and worship with us. We promise we'll make you feel just like you're right at home. If you don't know the Lord, then the free pardon of your sins is easy as ABC to get to know Him. A, acknowledge that you are a sinner and that you need a Savior. B, believe that Jesus Christ died on the cross to save you from your sins, and He's able to do it. And C, confess Him as your Lord and your Savior. And the Bible says that whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord, they shall be saved. Always remember, brothers and sisters, that that's what happened today, that you and the Lord cannot handle together. And I declare to you that you are somebody because you belong to somebody. God bless you. Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we come once again, Lord, in humble submission. Lord, we come to bless your name. Lord, we thank you this evening for your word, and we thank you for your presence, Lord God. We ask right now, Lord God, as we celebrate your passion, Lord, your passion week, Lord God, that we would get a fuller understanding and a fuller connection with you, Lord God. As the Apostle Paul said, not only would we glory in your resurrection, Lord God, but we also partner with you in your suffering. So right now, Lord, in the name of Jesus, we just bless your name, Lord. As we come here to worship with you and to serve, we ask that you will walk before us to guide us, walk behind us to protect us, and walk beside us to be our strength now unto Him, who is able to keep us from falling and present us faultless before His presence with exceeding great joy. But only wise God, our Father, to Him be majesty, dominion, and power, now and forevermore. Let's all say, Amen. All right. All right. Hallelujah.